Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to go over things you should pack so you don't accidentally bring things you shouldn't have brought, and you also don't forget anything that you absolutely need. So the first thing I would say is, for your journey over here, I'm going to assume that most of you are Westerners and you're coming here to Thailand. It's going to be a long flight. I would definitely say you need to bring a power charger for your electronics, because it is a long flight. Another thing you should think about is when you land, you will want internet access to your phone, especially to maybe hook up with your accommodations once you get here, whatever the case may be. Nowadays they have the eSIM, and if you're unfamiliar with eSIM, there's a link down in the description. You can get an eSIM here for Thailand, so when you land, you can automatically go right into your phone service and never miss a beat. So for packing your bag, a lot of people think that you need to bring bug spray. Absolutely not. You can find this at every 7-Eleven. If you're not familiar with Thailand, 7-Elevens are everywhere, and they have a bug spray that works for Thai bugs. Thai spray, Thai bugs. You can get them in 7-Eleven. They're kind of hard to notice. So here's what they look like, because just looking at that wouldn't tell you that it's bug repellent. That's the one everyone uses. Now if you're in a restaurant and you didn't bring bug spray and you're getting torn up with mosquitoes, you can always ask them for mosquito spray. Most restaurants can provide that for you, so you don't need to bring that. Another thing is a rain jacket. Depending on what time of year you're coming, don't bother with a rain jacket. Again, it takes up too much room in your luggage. And the other thing is, for very little money, like 20 or 30 baht, which is like $1, you can go into any 7-Eleven and get one of their rain ponchos, and you could get one and keep it in your stuff. It's so small and it's already pre-packaged. Just get that and keep it, and if it rains, you can put that on real quick and you're good to go. You don't have to take any big umbrella or any rain jacket or anything like that. So don't waste your space with that. Now for clothes, you want to bring breathable clothes. What I mean is, you do really want to cover up as much skin as possible. There's going to be days when you want to work on your tan, but once you start burning, you're gonna wish you brought clothes that covered up a little bit more. So try to find long sleeve shirts, long sleeve pants that are breathable, so when you're here in the hot climate, you won't burn up, and it will prevent you from getting even more of a sunburn. So that would be my best advice as far as what to bring for here. And if you're talking about shoes, I would say if you're trying to go minimalistic, you'd be fine with flip-flops. You can bring 2 sets. Of course, bring something other than flip-flops and flip-flops. They will work really well here. You're going to be taking your shoes off, putting them back on, depending on where you're at, because a lot of the customs here is to take your shoes off before you go inside, not necessarily for malls or things like that. But anyway, that's what you should probably do for shoes. If you do plan on going on big nature hikes or things like that, bring some athletic water shoes that can get wet. That'll really come in handy. And since we're talking about clothes, if you do plan on going to a lot of temples, I'm gonna give you 2 pieces of advice. One, ladies, you're gonna have to cover up long pants and cover your shoulders, but if you don't wanna pack all that stuff or take up too much room, or you forget and you're at one of the temples, there's usually a place where you can rent a cover-up for very cheap, and you could pay the money, wrap up, and still go to these temples. So there's 2 options for that one. Also, I would pack a hat, definitely, and especially one that maybe has a thing that comes under your chin to keep it on in case you're doing any fast type things, either on a horse, in the back of a truck, or whatever you find yourself doing. You don't lose your hat. That sun's brutal. I've got a bald head. I definitely need a hat. But hats and good pair of sunglasses are a good thing to bring with you. If you do forget a hat or sunglasses, you can buy them dirt cheap here, so don't worry about it. Now, I would bring a light hoodie during the months of November, December, and January if you plan on being on a motorcycle in the morning time, because it can feel pretty cool. But other than that, you won't need it, so don't bother. As far as sunscreen goes, you can buy sunscreen here cheap enough, wouldn't worry about that one too much. You're gonna see that a lot of the sunblock here says whitening because people in Thailand don't want to get a tan. So don't let that throw you off. Just go ahead and buy it. It works great. It's more of a marketing thing. It's not really gonna make your skin whiter, but I would definitely suggest, even if you want to get tan, to wear sunblock, because it will just prevent you from all the harmful rays, but you will still get a tan even with sunblock on. Definitely pack your prescription medication. However, if you do forget, you can get a lot, and I mean a lot, of the prescription medications without a prescription here in Thailand. Just go into a pharmacy and ask for it. So it's not the end of the world if you forget or you run out. Now, I will say, when you're looking at the pharmacies, you're going to see some that look definitely like a chain, and there's a lot of spacing in between their items. And then you're going to see others that kind of look like a hole in the wall that have, it's just packed full of stuff. That's the one you want to go to. That's the one that's going to have all your stuff. So don't get discouraged if you go to one place and they say, "My me," or "No have," because just go to one of these other places that kind of looks run down, that has a boatload of stuff, and guarantee you'll probably find it there. If at all possible, I would say to bring yourself a small backpack, kind of like the one I'm wearing right now. It's smaller than the one you actually want to bring as your carry-on. So what I'm saying is, if you're bringing checked luggage, great. And if you're bringing a backpack as your carry-on, great. But try to bring a smaller pack, can be a fanny pack if you want, whatever, something to carry your stuff here in Thailand, because you're going to be out, you're going to be adventurous, you're going to buy some things that it gives you somewhere to put stuff. Squash a hat in there. You can also put that rain poncho that I told you could buy at 7-Eleven. It just gives you a way to free up your hands and really enjoy yourself. But if you didn't bring one, again, don't worry about it. You can buy those things here at all the little markets dirt cheap. By the way, if you did not pack, or you run out of things that you would need, like toiletry items, any 7-Eleven, you're going to find deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrushes, razors, and the whatnot. So actually the 7-Elevens are a lot more robust. They carry just about everything compared to some of the others in Western countries. You'll really grow to love 7-Eleven. You can even eat at 7-Eleven. So make sure, if you forgot anything, to check 7-Eleven first. Now, this next one to bring with you is going to be worth its weight in gold, depending on your habits. And that is earplugs or noise canceling headsets, whatever. You're going to need those not only for the plane, but you're really going to need them in some places here in Thailand. You're trying to sleep, and everyone is loud, and there's so much going on, and they're different sounds than you're used to. If you have those with you, it will help you probably sleep well at night. And if you're not really into the earplugs, and maybe something like downloading an app for white noise on your phone and playing that at night to drown out all of the noise that's here in Thailand, because when it's nighttime, it is party time in Thailand, depending on where you're at. I would definitely bring a phone charger as well with you, because as you are, well, not only on the plane, but as you're out and about here in Thailand, and you're using your phone for everything from translating your language into Thai and vice versa, looking up things to do, where to go, posting pictures and everything else, probably going to run out of some juice, and it's good to have a travel charger with you, so definitely bring that as well. So anyway, those are my pieces of advice on what to bring and what not to bring. Hopefully that was helpful. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, we'd love to have you. Hit the subscribe button. And if you feel so inclined, buy us a coffee. We'd really appreciate it. So thank you for watching, and I really hope that your vacation here in Thailand is awesome. And if you're fired up about it and want to know more, look on our channel. We've got all kinds of videos, 4 years worth, about Thailand. So thank you very much, and I'm going to say thank you in Thai, which is Khap Khun Khap.